therapy. I use tarot and oracle cards as healing therapy for myself and the collective. Today we are asking Spirit who or what is entering into your life. This could be a newer energy, this could be something that you've been working on that you needed confirmation, and I've kept the reading pretty general. So it could be in terms of love, in terms of career, in terms of personal growth. So we'll just see what Spirit has for us today. Before we get into the reading, I just want to thank everyone that has been here from day one and has continued to support the channel, especially during my period of absence. A lot of you got in touch with me and asked if I was alright. It was so sweet to receive all of those messages and emails. It meant so much to me. So I must tell you what happened. If you can see, my setup has slightly changed. That's because I have relocated. This is something I was wanting to do from the beginning of last year, but due to the pandemic it just wasn't possible for me, and then it sort of happened out of nowhere, and it's been really exciting with the relocation. Lots of new energy for me, and I'm loving my new space. I'm so happy to practice tarot and spirituality in this new space, and almost like a new phase of life for me. So I've been sort of readjusting to that. Also then, with all of this excitement, a very close family member passed away, and I was having to deal with that as well. But it's been a journey. It's been an roller coaster of emotions, but I'm here now. I'm here and I'm committed to doing this. So thank you so much for hanging around and for all of your messages. It meant so much, and I appreciate you guys so much. It truly is like a blessing. So thank you so much. Alright, so now let's get into your piles. We have 3 crystals here today to pick from. Pile number 1 is Carnelian. Pile number 2 is Black Obsidian. Pile number 3 is Blue Laced Agate. So please, as usual, use your intuition to pick a pile. We're asking Spirit today who or what is coming into your life next. So pick the pile that you're most drawn to. It could be more than one pile, because more than one thing could come into your life. So take your time and I will catch you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. This is for those of you that chose Carnelian as your group. Carnelian in general is the crystal of self-confidence, the sacral chakra. So that might be something that you are working on currently, or that's a newer energy that you will be going into. So I already have some pre-shuffled oracle cards here, but we are going to start with the tarot today. So just focus on the question that we are asking as I pull out these cards for you. Alright, pile number 1. You have the King of Wands, the Four of Swords, the King of Cups, the Death card, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Cups. So I'm immediately feeling a lot of masculine energy in this group. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female. I think you're going to be tapping into your masculine energy a lot more over the next coming period. I did set a timeline for this. I did set like 3 months, but interesting that you have 2 kings here. One, the King of Wands, is about confidence and being adventurous as well, and then the King of Cups to me is about being emotionally stable, not the most openly emotionally stable like this person. The King of Cups doesn't like to show their emotions too much, but they're able to I'm hearing emotional availability. So if that is something that you've been wanting to work on, I see you going into that space in the next 3 months or so. You have the Four of Swords in the middle though, which makes me feel that you've been in a period of rest. This doesn't mean that you've been resting over this period. It just means that maybe certain things in your life has been, I don't want to say stagnant, but it's just been the same routine almost for you. And I see you wanting to break that, wanting to try more exciting, adventurous, new experiences over the next 3 months. And I see that happening because we have the Death card here, and interestingly in this deck it's called the Death Rebirth. So definitely transformation is happening. This could be an inner transformation as well, from the inside, but I also see balance. And this is like further clarified for me because you have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups here. Together they bring harmony, peace, emotional security, listening to your intuition. It's a very strong, almost spiritual energy. Like these two cards, especially in this deck, like it's a very spiritual image here. And I see you, putting your time into that. You might get into like something like sound therapy. You might, I think, spending time in nature, listening to the sounds of nature, birds and trees and the wind and all of that. This can really help you, help ground you. Yeah. It's a very potent energy. So let's see what your oracle cards have for you. You have the Moon. You will be guided through darkness. Okay, so if you've been feeling like things haven't been clear to you, especially if this is got to do with another person, the situation wasn't clear to you or you didn't have all the answers, I see you receiving some messages. These messages though, I feel are heavily based on your intuition. So this clarity might come in the form of you listening to your spirit guides, you understanding the signs that are around you. For some reason I feel like you might be seeing a lot of repeated numbers. Do go and check what those signs mean, because it might be something really specific for you. You have Star and Sister, follow the voice of your soul. This is yet again another very spiritual card. I feel like this is about finding yourself, finding the voice of your soul, being true to yourself, being authentic. I feel like you're leaving behind any past baggage, especially if you are dealing with, I see a masculine energy, and if you're sort of tired with dealing with that situation and you feel like you never have the answers, I see you finding that clarity within yourself. Yeah. You're truly in your power. You have the Earth Fairy, physical health, grounding and foundations. Yeah. So like I said before, there's this energy of you trying to ground yourself, trying to create those stable foundations for yourself before bringing another into your life. You're putting your physical health above everything. Like I said, maybe taking a walk or doing some sort of activity in the outdoors could really help you at this time. Give you a new perspective if you are struggling with something, because I feel like you've been in this period of rest and being unsure what to do, but I see that changing because you have the Death card and it is the only major arcana here, so it's very strong. Scorpio energy here, a lot of water energy, water and fire, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and then Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And for some reason I wanted to say Capricorn. Okay, let's move on. You have Delight. That's always a good card to have. And again, another card about nature, birds, flowers. Something about you, like your perspective is changing and you're very appreciative of what is around you. It's that feel good, love yourself kind of energy that we all like talk about and share in quotes and memes, but you're truly tapping into that energy. Yeah, that's really nice. We have Go the Distance. I love this card because this is about setting the aim and then going for it. You really putting in the work to manifest whatever it is that you want in life. And I feel like this could be in terms of your health, especially you doing whatever necessary to feel confident, feel wholesome. Okay, and then we have Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So I feel like this is a past energy, you being in denial about a certain person or a certain situation in your life, but I almost feel like you are increasing your conscious awareness, and then you working on it. Like you don't want to be in denial anymore because it's just becoming stagnant at this point, and you just want to have a fresh new start. And I see this happening for you. I'm also hearing that you will hear from a older male person, might help you in some way, in terms of a career, or like a mentor, someone that will come into your life, possibly a water sign, that's going to really ground you and give you some information on how to move forward if you've been having some questions about, let's say, a business or something. This person has some information that they would like to impart. Yeah. And then finally I have a card which is like an advice card for you at this time for the next 3 months, something that you might very well be focused on, and that is Nourish Your Temple. So I think this kind of goes along with what we've been saying. So it's a card about taking care of your body in whatever the way that you want to. This could be in terms of dance, exercise, whatever, diet, self-care, skincare, whatever it is that you are into these days. I see you really enjoying doing that. So to sum it all up, I think you're gonna have a very positive 3 months. Who or what is coming into your life, I think you're tapping into a more productive and positive energy. You're gonna feel good. You see almost this transformation happening in you. It might be even a physical transformation if that is something you want. I see yourself grounding yourself and creating those foundations that are important over the next year or so. So maybe some of you are finishing school or just getting into the workforce. Some of you might be even wanting that long-term relationship with some of you, not all of you. So I see you laying the foundations for that, creating the right boundaries, and just trying to be confident in yourself before you bring someone else into the picture. And yeah, I see you having a lot of fun with that. It was very positive reading. Okay, so pile number 1, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope it resonated. Let me know in the comment section. As always, I love hearing from you guys. I just want to thank you guys again for staying with me and the channel over the last month and a half during my absence. I hope to be more often with my readings like I did before, and yeah, and I'm hoping to do a series on a future spouse reading. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but it's another series of like how you meet your future spouse and the developments of that relationship. Yeah, and I also want to say that I'm open for private readings again, so please feel free to get in touch with me if that is something you want at this time. So until I catch you in my next reading, stay safe and bye. Hi group number 2, this is for those of you that chose Black Obsidian as your group. Black Obsidian is the crystal of protection, psychic insights, expelling that negative energy away. Maybe that is something that you'll be working on over the next 3 months. I did set a timeline for this reading. I just wanted the newer energies that were coming into your life over the next 3 months. So I have some pre-shuffled oracle cards, but we are going to start with the tarot. So just as I'm shuffling the cards, think about the question that we are asking Spirit today. Alright, group number 2, we have the Ten of Swords, the King of Wands, the Sun, the Moon, the Hermit, and at the bottom of the deck you have the Fool. Very interesting. There's a lot of major arcana here, so I read it as, when you have a lot of major arcana, it means something significant is happening. So with this much of major arcana, something significant is going to happen over the next 3 months, something that is very vital to your journey in this lifetime. I'm hearing a twist, so maybe some sort of twist, something unexpected is going to come in, something that you sort of out of left field. You have the Ten of Swords to start with, so definitely ending of a cycle, leaving something behind, a period of feeling bogged down, a period of feeling like things aren't changing for you, or feeling like, being in a bit of a negative headspace. Not something that you have potentially created. It could be your environment at this time, but you're wanting to walk away from this situation. You're sort of like over it. And it's this sort of confidence that you have. All of a sudden you're going to tap into this more confident, more positive, more adventurous side of you with the King of Wands after the Ten of Swords. Then you have the Sun, the Moon, the Hermit, and the Fool. So I'm seeing Leo, Cancer, Virgo, and with the Fool it could be Aquarius or Aries. So heavy fire sign energy here with the King of Wands as well. Something that has been hidden is coming to light, I feel. I feel like you've spent a lot of time contemplating, a lot of time gathering that wisdom about a certain situation in your life. This could be with regards to a King of Swords character as well, a fire sign potentially, but doesn't have to be. You are, I don't know, you're considering a sort of change in this situation, or something needs to change with the dynamic with your person. And I feel like whatever the situation is, your emotions are very deep at this point. You're still trying to understand your emotions towards this person or situation as well. But I have to say, it's not leaving you feeling too heavy, because you had the Sun card in the center of your reading. It's that very expansive Jupiter energy. And whatever that you're having to deal with, I feel like you're okay with it. You're happy to get into this energy and figure out certain things, because it's almost like a new start for you. with this Fool energy. And I'm very drawn to the amethyst in her hand here. So psychic insights, listening to your intuition might be something that you will tap into. And this Moon card keeps drawing me in, and I'm noticing how deep the water is. So I think your emotions will be at an all-time high during a full moon over the next 3 months. Again, I feel like something is coming to light, something that you've been pondering and wondering about, and this thing is coming into light. There will be some sort of clarity, and whatever the situation is, I think you're going to walk away feeling much better, feeling like it's resolved, feeling like you can have that new start, either with a person or with a particular situation in your life currently. You're definitely leaving behind this Ten of Swords energy. Let's see what your oracle cards have to say. We have the Shield. You are safe from harm. That might be a direct message to some of you if you have been in an environment that was unsafe, or you felt like people around you were, negative. I think Spirit is trying to say that you've been shielded, you're being guarded, you're being protected over this environment. Yeah. I don't think this is a message for all of you, but for some of you, you needed to hear that. Yeah, let's move on. You have Stargazer, set your sights higher. I think that's a very positive card to get. I think in a long time, you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You're seeing a way out of a certain situation, if you want to get out of it, that is. Or you just like, it seemed so distant at one point. The resolution to this issue was so distant at one point to you. You didn't think you would get closure or clarity regarding the situation, but something has changed for you, or will change almost very soon. I don't see it happen, like the change itself happening really soon, but something, there's a glimmer of hope. Maybe somebody comes forward with communication, and certain opportunities that weren't available because, let's say, the pandemic, or it just wasn't right timing. I see certain things falling into place, and Spirit is saying you were right to hold on to some of these things, because I think you didn't want to let go of the dream or the person, because there was something that was holding you on to that situation. And I think Spirit is saying that's fine, that's okay, and that now it's time to sort of act on it. Yeah. You have the High Priestess, very interesting because you have the Moon card as well. Discernment, prophecy, vision. Okay. Yeah. So pay attention to your intuition, your gut feeling at this time. If you are called to do something, apply for a certain role, talk to somebody, go ahead and do it, because I feel that you're going to get the answers that you want. Whatever the outcome, you're going to walk out of it feeling much better. And I feel like you've been the group that has done the work, like you've taken care of yourself, even through this period. Like you did what you can in that time with the resources you had. If someone was not talking to you, or you were trying to reach out and you weren't getting the answers, I still feel like you went ahead and did other things in your life. You used your energy wisely, and now Spirit is saying the outcome of that is that you'll be rewarded for whatever the work that you've put in over the last couple of months. Then you have courage. Yeah, very strong fire energy here. Finding that confidence, going and getting those answers for yourself. Yeah. You have fork in the road, so a decision has to be made about someone or something. Number 13 here is very significant. It could happen on the 13th of a month. You might have to choose between two careers, two job opportunities, something like that. That's exciting. And then you have, this card, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Yeah, I pull this card as your past energy, and I feel like you may have been really harsh on yourself. Even though you have been doing the work during this period, then you may have been really harsh on yourself, and you're wondering why I don't have all the answers. The thing is, unlike the previous group is about finding those answers within yourself. I feel like for you it's the opposite. You need to go out there and get those answers, because I think you have done everything you possibly could with the information and the resources that you currently have. Now it's about going out and taking that action. Yeah. And then the final card is something that you can work on over the next 3 months that will really help you. Even as your leisure time, we'll see. Oh, beauty ritual, that is nice. So taking that time off for yourself, nourishing yourself, self-love, self-care is going to be really vital over the next 3 months, because I think you're going to be really busy, like I said before, with this much of major arcana. Even if it's about dealing with a certain person, I think it's important to take that time out for you. And interestingly, it is the number 5 card, and 5 stands for transformation and change in tarot and oracle cards. So heavy realization energy, heavy courage and confidence here, and a fresh new start in whatever it is that you've been wanting. That's a positive sign. So group number 2, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope it resonated. Let me know in the comment section below. As always, I love hearing from you guys. Again, I just want to thank every single one of you for being patient with me. I know it's been nearly 2 months since I posted last, and I intend to get back to my usual rhythm of posting. I just needed some time to adjust to all the new energies and of working in a new space as well. I'm also open for personal readings, so if that is something you're interested in this time, please feel free to get in touch. If not, just for a chat, yeah, so until I catch you in another reading, stay safe and bye. Hi group number 3, this is for those of you that chose the Blue Lace Agate as your group. Today we are asking Spirit who or what is coming into your life. I did set a time frame for this reading, and it's 3 months. So I just want to see what is new, or if it's like a confirmation for you about something that you've been feeling, like your intuition is telling that something is going to happen, and this is sort of like a confirmation for you. As I was meditating for this particular group, I have a feeling that it is going to be love related, and it is the first group that I felt that for. And for some reason I was hearing the song Is This Love by Whitesnake in my head. Not a song that I listen to very often, but I kept hearing it, so it very well could be romance related. So I have some pre-shuffled cards here, but we're going to start with the tarot first. So as I pull the cards out for you, focus on the question that we're asking Spirit today. Alright, group number 3. We have the Ten of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Knight of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck, King of Swords. Alright, so heavy fire energy here. Okay, I was hearing Capricorn for a reason, so I'll just put that out there. But fire is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And very interestingly, you have the Queen and King of Wands. So a real balance here, passion, excitement, adventure, being spontaneous, fertility as well, I'm hearing. So if that is something you are interested in this time, you have the Knight of Cups, which is a very romantic card. It's about like sweet romance, being early stages of a relationship as well. Someone that could be younger to you. You have King of Wands and the Knight of Cups. For some reason, I'm not reading it as two different people. It could be just one person who has both sides of that energy. So this person could be very confident and authoritative in their day-to-day life, but in terms of romance, they're very cute and romantic. And yeah. And then you have the Ten of Wands to start with, which makes me feel that someone has been overwhelmed by the connection, or just in general even. So one or both of you have a lot on your plate currently, but there is a message here about finding balance with this Two of Pentacles here, trying to juggle maybe career and relationships. So there's a need for balance. Again, the King and Queen of Wands also can speak of finding that balance. It is also a balance of masculine and feminine energy. So knowing when to tap into that is really important over the next 3 months. If you are currently single, I see you first of all letting go of that burden of feeling, maybe even some of you feeling alone, feeling lonely, or feeling like nothing's working out for you. And then you have a period of finding that balance inside of you before you meet a Knight of Cups character, potentially a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And for those of you who are currently in a connection, I see you finding that balance within the connection. And finding time for each other is something that you're going to be working on. And interestingly, with the King of Swords underneath as your bottom deck energy, communication is something that's very important at this time. You see, the King of Swords is someone who knows what to say, says all the right things, is very intelligent. So there is an energy of having to tap into this. Sometimes making certain compromises with your partner, trying to understand things from their perspective as well. It is a very like intellectual, thoughtful energy that I'm feeling. So very interesting. But underlying all of that, there is this like romance factor here. So maybe you guys will go on a string of dates. This could be something that you're sort of expecting from your person at this time, and I see them getting into that energy. Yeah, very, very nice, enjoyable time. So let's look at your oracle cards and see if the message is clarified. You have the Talisman. You are destined to succeed. Okay, that is a very good card to receive. Maybe if you're thinking in terms of a connection, the connection is successful, but there will be some work that you have to put in, because when it says you are destined to succeed, it's almost like I get this energy of you will do all the right things, you will put in all the right work for it to work out for you guys. So it comes with an underlying message of, put in the effort and you are destined to succeed. And this doesn't have to just be about a relationship. It could be in terms of your career or something, your education, whatever it is that you're working on. It's saying that you're destined to succeed, and also a message about following your passions as well. Making that choice is important, to know what it is that you want to do. You have the Hermit, retreat and recharge. I think this is something that you will also do over the next 3 months. I see you being really busy and a lot of things happening over this period, and that's why you need to balance. And during this period of trying to balance, I think it's time you also take some time off for yourself, recharge, some energy about grounding yourself, finding ways to do that. Even just like listening to music, that's something I'm hearing. Like music can really help you over the next 3 months. Yeah. Meditation is something that you can try out. So just trying to be, this balance comes with you taking time off for yourself as well. Not just about the connection. You need to spend some time with yourself. And I said before about, getting that fresh new perspective about a connection or about yourself. And I think all of those new ideas come to you during this time of contemplation just by yourself. I see you as a person who's got a lot on your plate currently. You have forgiveness. Okay, that's interesting. So this could speak to a past situation in your connection or within yourself where forgiveness is required. If you feel like someone has not, walked the talk, I think there is certain stuff that you guys need to work on. That could pertain to this Ten of Wands here, this feeling of like feeling the burden, maybe having to carry the weight of a connection on your shoulders. So I see you letting go of that because the other person is going to step up as well. And I feel like that is why this communication part is really important. You have leadership. Yep. Like I said before, I see you being really busy, so this might be something that you're headed towards, being a leader in some sort of project that you're working on, a promotion in your workspace, something along those lines. And then you are destined to succeed. So something that you've been working on, I see it come into fruition for you. And then what's crucial here is trying to balance that with the rest of your personal life. And then we have Observer. So very interesting. I see someone keeping an eye on you. I don't see this card as your energy, because I feel like you're sort of busy with everything that's happening around you, but I think there's someone around you who might be observing you, who's got their eye on you. Singles, this could mean something. There's someone around you who is potentially a little keen on forming a connection with you. So be aware of that. Keep your eyes and ears open for this person. They might get in touch, but I'm seeing over the next 3 months this person will play more of the role of an observer, trying to gather information about you. You might even share some words with this person. You might communicate, but I think it comes after this period of you finding balance as well. Then you have freedom. I love this card. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So there you go. You're really going for it here. It's a real Queen of Wands energy. Queen of Wands, King of Wands energy. Confidence, adventure, being spontaneous, being true to yourself, authentic, and fighting for that freedom and your passions as well. Because I feel like some of you are struggling to make a choice about truly following your passion, and I see you doing that, or making a decision to walk towards that. I don't see any hardcore changes over the next 3 months, like you changing a career immediately. There is a choice that you have to make, and you're going to be like sort of forced to make that decision, but I don't think it's going to happen within the next 3 months. But if it's not to do with something like that, this could be in general, you know, with the retreat and recharge card, you know, finding that free time for yourself is really important. And then finally I got this card as something that you should be doing, or something that you could do during your leisure time over this next period. And I think this card is really important for this group because, you know, you have a lot going on. So let's see, you have sweet treat. Okay, that is nice. Yeah, so treat yourself to some dessert, or like bake or do something that you enjoy doing, or eat something that you are craving to have, like, you know, finding time to nourish yourself is important during this period. Yeah, that's I like that message. So group number 3, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope it resonated. If it didn't, please feel free to pick another pile. Let me know in the comment section below if something stood out for you. And once again, I want to thank you guys for hanging on during my period of absence of nearly 2 months actually, but I just needed time to adjust to these new energies and this new space, and you know, work with my family over what has happened. Yeah, so I intend to get into the usual rhythm of uploading readings and staying in touch. I'm also open for personal readings currently, so if that is something you're interested in, please feel free to get in touch with me. So until my next reading, stay safe and bye.